EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Arizona Cardinals. More now on the return. There he goes, left side. Room to run at the 50. How did he stay on his feet? And he won't quite take it all the way, but still what a return. He gets that to the 10.
Wow. All week long in preparation for this game, you've preached how you're going to stop what they're going to throw at you. But to open up a game almost in goal line situation, I'm not sure that was on the top of their chart.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Dobbs. This will be caught at about the 5. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. He'll try and run forward with Connor. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop him short of a 1st down.
On 4th down, Dobbs, and it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Now a 2-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Chris Barnes there on the stop.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll go to Barkley again. Gets out of a little bit of trouble there with a shifty move. He'll take it up past the 6. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they give up the completion there. But defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try and make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways. Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got him by cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and he just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. throwing, Jones. Back to the same target, Campbell. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second down, here's Barkley again. Dances by at the 20, breaks through the contact. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. 29 yards for Saquon Barkley. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Let's go, man. Let's go do this.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Dobbs now on 2nd down. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 3rd and 4. Here's Dobbs to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Dobbs throw here into the hands of Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw Dobbs. He'll fire deep, looking for more. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. They run behind center with Connor. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. He swallowed him up. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To throw on third down, Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Gets around him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 60 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw. Jones. His pass caught at the 4. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Barkley will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They start with a give to Connor. And shutting him off, now open field. Nice little juke. Now hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing here, Dobbs. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
They got completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Dobbs. That's out to the flat for Ingram. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Let's make some good plays today.
Now Dobbs. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Dobbs to throw. He's got the connection to Moore. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a 1st down. They're just 1 yard. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals 1st down as they take advantage of what looked like an unsure defense. They wind up getting 8 on 4th and 3. The hitch route works. It's something you see quite a bit on 3rd, 4th down in these situations, and they got it to go for them.
And what you're counting on is a couple of things. One, you want the guy catching that route to make people miss right away, almost like a punt returner. And 2, you're expecting
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
a lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. To throw is Dobbs. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Pass to Bellinger on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Jones on first down. Another pass complete to Bellinger. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
78 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Buda Baker, the safety, he gets in from the secondary for the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Running left, it's Barkley. Able to power through. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Gano for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Giants 21, Cardinals nothing.
Let's do this, man. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Get it done. Guys, ready to get it on right now. We gotta be big time now. I got you, baby. Come on, let's go. They can't stop us. Let's go right there. Let us. Don't give them nothing. Don't give them nothing. What's the deal? That's all we gotta do here. Let's go, baby. They gotta walk their walk, baby. Go get them now. That's how we eat. Give us some. Give us some.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Dobbs is throwing. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Dobbs. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Dobbs' throw taken in by Pascal. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Coming left, it's Ingram. Oh, some strong running. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs. This will be caught by Brown. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience, because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes, because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked, either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Looking to throw. Dobbs. Quick slant to Brown. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Here comes third and the length of the football. Out of the gun, Dobbs. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. There's Dobbs to throw. Finding Ertz again. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Dobbs. Ertz over the middle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that drive is going pretty darn well. 3 previous times, converted on 3rd down. But on that one, the defense rose up and said, enough of that.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is a 26-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
You ready to roll? Let's go, baby. Let's hit it. Get it, baby. Let's do this. At a time, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Turn it right.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Giants. Darren Waller, 75 yards. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Dobbs now on second down. That's into the hands of Pascal. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Connor up the middle. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run.
Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42. That one goes for 24 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. An option handoff given to Connor. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now Dobbs. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
A 53-yard attempt.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Let's go get it now. They got to walk it, baby. Let's go.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
And New York set to take the field.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Jones and Shepard with a connection there for a Giants first down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride, and I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm, they've been sharp, they've been on it, and they pick up another first down there.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing, Jones. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line, because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
That's some strong running. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, as a wide out, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not,
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Good pickup by Connor. Such an easy player to root for. And in 2022, he really meant a great deal to the Cardinals offense with almost 800 yards rushing. His veteran presence, invaluable as they went through a bunch of changes on offense.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Dobbs to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Dobbs. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the gun, a give to Connor. Shifts by him. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Partner, how he managed to get positive yardage out of that run, I have no idea. But a little juking, a little moving, got it done.
Got him 2 yards. 2nd down and 8. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Good for the Cardinals. First and goal at the 4-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Connor will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
This offense has a lot of weapons, but you know they like to look Connor's way down here near the end zone. He's got that rugged running style, and that's a nice job there to hold him to a short pickup.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? Once again, it's Connor trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. Jones now to throw from his end zone. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Up the middle with Barkley. Oh, able to avoid him. And they work this out past the 25. 118 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That's a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Giants on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd down and 12. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Well, the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. Screen pass to Connor. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Got him in, it's Brown. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd down, Dobbs. And this will be swung out here for Connor. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. To throw is Dobbs. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs. And this is Ertz with it, right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the 1st tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now a handoff coming left, Connor. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Dobbs. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Giants' 4-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. James Conner taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cards are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Now Matt Prater for the point after. He's got it, and that'll make the score 31-13.
Giants 31, Cardinals 13.
Get him going, baby. Keep our voice. He's gonna make a play, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You ready to play? Right now, baby. Let's play. Let's be sprays, y'all. Let's play. Let's go. It's game time. They gotta walk that walk, baby. Let's do this, man. Hey, come on now. Let's not disappoint. Let's not disappoint. Come on, let's go. Right now. Me and you, baby. Me and you.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 127 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Barkley, inside handoff. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Haven't been a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now Jones. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
For the Giants field goal, a 33-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like...
There he goes, right side. A huge play there for Arizona. 48 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield,
touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, 34 yards. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Giants. And that ought to just about do it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And New York set to take the field.
And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Another run on second down. Try to cover up. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he is going to have a New York first down, and the Giants are going to win the football game. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time